Well, more than 20,000 Afghans who fled their home country are already in the U.S., and there are an estimated 40,000 more at bases overseas who could soon be on their way. Right now, the government is building capacity at 8 U.S. military bases across the U.S. to help house those evacuees. The federal government, along with state and local leaders, will help refugees find more permanent places to live. Well, members of Colorado's congressional delegation continue to call for investigations into the recent withdrawal from Afghanistan. Political specialist Sean Boyd joins us now tonight.
Sean, as we would imagine, the Republicans making some noise, but also members of the president's own party expressing a lot of problems.
Many Democrats, including members of Colorado's congressional delegation, have a lot of questions about how this withdrawal went down. Why was the administration caught so off guard by the takeover? What intelligence did it have and when? And how will it now evacuate the Americans and Afghans who risked their lives to work for the U.S. military?
America wants answers. Coloradans want answers. I want answers.
For Representative Jason Crow, the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan almost too much to bear. Not only because he is a former Army Ranger who served in Afghanistan, but because he's been calling for evacuations for months.
So we have to make sure that we're not jumping to conclusions. We're not trying to have a predetermined outcome. You know, the United States Congress has an independent obligation to conduct oversight of the executive branch.
Crow secured an amendment to the Defense Authorization Act requiring in-depth reports and briefings to Congress on Afghanistan going forward. He says the mission isn't complete until Americans and our Afghan allies are out.
We have to bring full leverage, full diplomatic pressure on the Taliban, on all of our allies.
Congressman Ken Buck says it's unclear how much leverage the U.S. still has.
This was botched. It was botched from the beginning.
Buck sits on Foreign Affairs, Crow on Intelligence and Armed Services. Any of the three committees could head up the investigation. Or Buck says a special committee may be convened.
It is absolutely essential that we learn what's going on, what happened, and how we could do it better, so that as we move forward in the future, there will be another Afghanistan, there will be another attack on our homeland, unfortunately, and we will have to respond.
Congressman Ed Perlmutter agrees mistakes were made, but he says they came over the course of many years and administrations.
I think we do have to go back and do some after-action reports to see what actually happened, why it didn't happen better.
Congressman Crow also said it's important to review the last 2 decades, not just the last 2 weeks. Senator Michael Bennet, who sits on the Intelligence Committee, says he will ask hard questions about what we could have done better. And both he and Senator John Hickenlooper are also calling on the administration to finish those evacuations. But I got to tell you, every member of the delegation that I talked to had nothing but praise for the military. Crow said they evacuated 120,000 people from a combat zone in 2 weeks.
And incredible, really incredible. Thank you, Sean.